Hello, Taurus. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for being here today. Sorry, I've been a little bit late with the readings. Haven't been feeling too well, so feeling a little bit better now. I'm hoping that I can connect to using the tarot today. We're going to use some oracle cards at the end just to get some advice for you guys as well, okay? So I've already shuffled the cards. Just gonna do a quick cut of the deck and let's see what you guys need to know. So these messages are for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, please? Let's see what comes out for you guys today. Okay, we have the Three of Cups, some Cancer energy to start. Okay, we've got Pisces energy, first major arcana with the Hanged Man. Okay, then we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, some fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Swords wanted to show itself. We'll see if it comes back out. What else for Taurus? Okay, we've got the Page of Cups, some more water energy. We're going to clarify all these cards once the spread is out. We've got the King of Swords in the center of your reading. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh. Nine of Swords in reverse, some more air energy there. We've got the World, another major arcana. I'm going to move this up a bit. Got the Eight of Swords. What's going on with all the reversals? We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. Some Leo. That's actually, yeah, Leo energy. And we've got the Seven of Wands, more Leo energy. There's that Ace of Swords that we saw earlier. And the Six of Swords. Some sort of clarity coming in here. Maybe seeing things in a different light, something that's pushing you to move forward, move from your problems. Sorry about the noise in the back. My cat's playing. Seems to only want to play when the recordings start to pick up. Okay, so, you know, first thing I'm seeing here is we saw this before, so some sort of clarity is coming in. There's like a breakthrough here that you might be having. And in the outside energy, in the overall outside energy, we've got the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which is quite interesting. You've got some sort of recognition here, could be victory, some sort of triumph that you're going through, but then we see some struggle and challenge right after that. Don't really know what this is about just yet. Could be feeling a little bit defensive or needing to protect your success. We'll see. We're going to clarify, like I mentioned. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see the spread nicely. Okay. So Taurus, let's go ahead and clarify this reading. Your first card is the Three of Cups. So there's some sort of support, love and support you may be receiving from your family or friends, or some sort of community that you belong to. Let's see, what's that all about? It's the Three of Cups. Wow. What's going on here? So many reversals. There's some sort of hesitation that you feel, maybe with taking a new step in a new journey. I feel like you might be going to some friends or family for some support, for some guidance. Maybe you're feeling a little bit indecisive about taking a new step, taking a risk. The Fool talks about journeys, new beginnings, endings, releasing things. So I feel like you have some sort of desire to start something new, take a leap of faith on something that seems a little bit risky. You could be looking to community members or, again, family and friends for some support. Maybe you're feeling a little bit indecisive if you should take that leap of faith. And I can see you feeling stuck here. Let's get one more. What's the Fool? Fool is Aries and Aquarius energy, by the way, if I didn't mention that. What's the Fool in reverse? It's like there's some sort of hesitation that you have with, oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by it, by making a decision. Maybe you feel like you're not ready to take this new step into the unknown. Could be feeling like you have a lot on your plate, trying to balance a lot already. Maybe it's feeling a little risky for you to take on some sort of new journey or to release something. The Two of Pentacles usually talks about balance, talks about making a choice, adaptability, some sort of energy of trying to juggle things in your life without dropping the ball on something. So I feel like you're trying to play it safe here. There's something that you're not really willing to take a chance on, but you do want to make a decision if that's the right way to go or not. So I feel like you could be connecting with some other people for advice there to make a judgment call. There's some sort of self-assessment going on here. What's the Hanged Man? I see you here waiting. You're kind of hesitating again. You're trying to see things from all different angles, getting perspectives of friends and family or community members, but also trying to see things in different aspects from your own perspective. Maybe you're trying to weigh the options here before you do something. And I feel like you've lost a little bit of confidence in your own decision making here. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, she's usually pretty sure of herself. She's pretty decisive. She just goes after the things that she wants. But in reverse, she's talking a lot about self-doubt, not really feeling confident to make some sort of leap of faith here with the Fool in reverse. What's the Hanged Man? Pisces energy for Taurus. Oh, King of Wands. So yeah, this is really telling you here to have the strength, have the power, the willpower and the courage to get off this hanged position here of kind of wasting time on trying to see other perspectives perhaps. Maybe it's about time you make a choice here. With the King of Wands, you can see he's somebody that only sits for a short period of time. He's quick to get up and go, move on to the next thing. I feel like you have this anxiousness of wanting to get up and go and make a decision, but you're not confident with that Queen of Wands in reverse. So you have this kind of Two of Pentacles feeling of, you know, being stuck, you know, with that Hanged Man energy, but wanting to go, wanting to take action, wanting to take that leap of faith. There's some sort of conflicting energy that you're showing up with here today. Ten of Pentacles. There's something about, you know, wanting to reach success in something, making plans. I feel like you're trying to make the first steps to decide on a plan here. Again, two's talking about a decision, a choice. Let's see, what's the Queen of Wands in reverse? So I feel like you're a little bit hesitant to actually get up and go in that King of Wands energy, Taurus. There's something holding you back, but you do have the strength, you do have the willpower and the energy of a leader. So, you know, don't second guess yourself here. I feel like you will be successful in whatever this is. You have the courage to expand and do whatever it is that you want to do. I just saw this, the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. So, you know, if you do have any self-doubt or any loss of confidence in yourself, please don't stay in that energy for long. Recognize and remember who you are. You're showing up here with the Victory card. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Why do you have this self-doubt, loss of confidence? Wow. Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you went through something difficult maybe in the past, something that left you with regrets. Maybe you've made a past decision that left you feeling regretful, sad, a little bit of a self-pitying energy here. And I feel like with the Five of Cups, it does talk a lot about the fear of making and like taking a risk. So this is heavily attached to this Fool card in reverse. It's like this card here shows that you took a leap of faith in the past, but something didn't turn out in your favor, and there's some sort of pardon me, some sort of energy here that shows you being scared, being doubtful to trust your own instincts. Okay, you need to feel your grief, but know that things will get better. There's some sort of loss you took that's leaving you feeling despair, feeling like you don't want to take a risk again on whatever this is. I don't know if it's in love or if it's in a endeavor in your work life. The Sun, Leo energy. There's something here about encouraging you here to free yourself. Okay, there's some sort of completion that you've gone through, which would indicate why we're seeing the Fool there. It's a whole new beginning. Card number 0. So I feel like you have the strength, you have the radiance, you have the enlightenment. It's just to let go of this Five of Cups feeling. And I see you here in the current energy. That's your recent past, by the way. Sorry, my cat's going to start meowing his head off now. In this current energy, Taurus, you're showing up here. I believe this is you as the Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Okay, there's this new plan that you're coming in with. You're going to do some self-exploring here. You're going to try to trust your intuition on making that decision. Showing up as the King of Swords next. So let's see. What's this Page of Cups energy? Wow, Two of Cups. Open your heart and receive love from others. There's something about an attraction with some sort of new partnership entering in your life. This could be someone else. Someone coming in to offer you some love and support. Someone that kind of understands what it is that you've been going through. I feel like there's this equality and connection between the two of you that's very sweet, very harmonious. Like it's something that makes you feel really good. This is Cancer energy, by the way. This could be talking about a risk in love here. I mean, we did start off with the Cups, so it's a lot of emotions. You know, this could be someone else entering your life here. They could have a younger energy than you or just be younger in age. Doesn't have to be, but they do show up with this gentleness, with this sweetness, kindness and sensitivity, and I feel like you gravitate towards them. You could be coming off as a little bit closed off with this King of Swords here. We'll see. Let's get a little bit more. Yeah, this looks like a new opportunity. Somebody who's going to inspire you to maybe have the courage to start something new, to create. Let's see. What's this Page of Cups with the Two of Cups here for Taurus? I don't know if this is in relation to what happened up here or if this is something totally different. I feel like this person helps you close out those fears, close out those doubts, because we've got the World card in the near future right under that energy of the Fool card being in reverse. And they're in between that energy. It's like this person enters your life here, offers you a supportive, sweet and kind gesture that could help you feel grounded, could help you feel connected again, and trusting in closing out a cycle of fears of starting over here, feeling stuck, feeling regretful for investments you've made in the past. What's the Two of Cups? It's the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Chariot. It's telling you that this is something that's going to take you in a whole new direction here. Heavy Cancer energy, guys. You know, you've faced many difficulties in the past, whatever it is, and I feel like you have success as long as you face this difficulty head on. I feel like it's really telling you here with the Chariot that your life is going to be taking a whole new direction. There's some sort of perseverance that you go through, and this person's helping you get through this particular time. You're getting through it alone. You're in that Chariot alone, but I feel like they're inspiring you to concentrate on whatever it was that you wanted to take a risk on, but you were juggling, you were stuck. You were afraid to take the risk. I feel like this person's going to push you in the right direction here. It's like they're going to help you see something differently. I feel like it pushes you to make a choice to do so. Okay, the Chariot talks about lining the Chariot up into the right direction, right? It's like a plan. The Hermit, Virgo energy. I feel like you've done a lot of, and this is, you know, quite significant being in your center of your reading here. With the King of Swords and the Hermit, this is really talking about self-reflection, really thinking and looking deep within yourself. Before you make that choice to jump in that Chariot, I feel like you did a lot of reflecting, okay? But what you maybe don't see is that the Hermit is somebody who's already gone through a lot of difficult times. There's somebody who has a lot of wisdom because they've gone through a lot of inner reflecting. They've done a lot of searching for truth, searching for answers. And I feel like you hold the answers within you. But I feel like somebody who enters your life here could be helping you see things in a different light. And I feel like we saw the Ace of Swords, which is quite interesting. It was like some sort of breakthrough that you were happening. And this King of Swords is holding that Ace of Swords. Okay, this is somebody who has clarity, somebody who's very cautious before they make a decision. They're honest. They're very controlled in their decision making. And I feel like there's something that you decide here in the center of your reading that's going to really help you feel like you've received the answers you've been looking for. Because I see you here in the Nine of Swords reversed. That talks about you having patience. It talks about you having control over your mind, looking to others for help. I feel like instead of those sleepless nights that you maybe had in the past, you're reversing that energy. Okay, you're doing something here about controlling the decisions that you're making, looking for help, looking for the truth. I feel like it's really, this person, once they enter your life, it's like it helps you take control here. Yeah, look at that. This is the end of a cycle, something that ended, okay, for better or for worse, as the card says. It's something that really felt like a defeat, that you took some sort of loss in the recent past. It left you feeling regretful, hopeless. You maybe felt like you couldn't start over, but I see you really doing the work with the Hermit card there, to look within and make that choice to get out of this stagnant energy of self-doubt, overthinking, not allowing yourself to take a leap of faith. What's the Nine of Swords in reverse? Actually, I want to see, what's this decision you make with the King of Swords? I mean, we know you're taking yourself out of something. Yeah, you're investing back into yourself, back into the things that help you achieve success, right? So this is somebody who is using their time wisely to build up their skills, rebuild, reinvest into something. They're working really hard to balance out their life, balance out their work life, their personal life. I feel like you make a choice here to reinvest in something, whether it's yourself, in love, or if it was something that you were, you know, trying to take a risk on that you felt scared to before. What's the Nine of Swords in reverse here? Yeah, look at that. We've got the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and we've got the Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy. There's something here about rebuilding, working with others, community. Again, reiteration of reaching out to others when you need help. This is a heavy energy here of really encouraging you to seek help. Okay, whatever kind of help you may need. Both of these are, like, all of these cards are talking about reaching out to others for help. So if, let's say, you make a choice to work on yourself, work on something that helps you heal from something, you could have been in solitude for a long, long time here. I feel like there's this, again, the Hermit card, being really quiet, sticking to yourself, keeping your choices and decisions to yourself, not really sharing with others really the severity or the depth of what it is that you're going through mentally, or even physically, because we've got the Pentacles showing up here. I feel like, you know, you try to get out of your head here. You try to correct your sleeping pattern. Something hasn't been letting you sleep, so you're trying to fix that. And I see you here really reaching out to other people here in the community. It could be these people here, looking for support, looking for people who are kind of looking into, you know, building the same kind of things you are. And over here, you could be feeling like very depleted. You could be feeling exhausted, tired, even under the weather. But there's something here about the hardship that you've gone through, whether it was a loss of money, a loss of position, a loss of a love, a loss of a home. You could have felt like you lacked a lot of resources, lacked a lot of energy to even extend your hand to ask for help, right? So I feel like that's right under the cards of the loss of motivation, the loss of ambition, the loss of confidence, the feeling of having a fear of taking risks. And a risk could be even reaching out for help, right? So this is really lining up for me to tell you, ask for help, okay? Don't be afraid to reach out. If you've connected with somebody here who's kind of helped push you in a new direction, maybe this person is somebody that's been brought into your life to really assist you, okay? So don't be afraid to go back to this person, even if they're younger than you. They've obviously helped you in some way to steer that chariot for change. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This talks about a major shift happening. This is a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. This is your destiny, your fate, and it brings in good luck. It brings in karma. It brings in happiness. Okay, this is the strength for a new beginning. Okay, the cycle is turning again. So something major is changing here, and I do see that with the World card in your future energy. Everything you've worked for is coming together. It talks about accomplishments, completion of cycles, you know, mastering yourself, mastering your feelings, mastering your identity, like everything, okay? This talks about you stepping into a whole new world, closing out a cycle of who you used to be, whether it was the fears that you held, the doubts, the regrets. You're closing out those past energies and you're starting over again here. And again, this could heavily include community. You could be working with others online. You're growing. You're going through some major growth here. What's the World card for Taurus? Yeah, you made a decision here. You made a judgment call. Now's the time to act, okay? This is like an awakening that you've had here. It's like you've regained some sort of purpose, some sort of rejuvenation after you've been in isolation with the Hermit card. Maybe you reach out for help here. Maybe you work with some other people that help guide you to rebuild. You're answering some sort of call from the universe to accept this closing out of an old way of being. And I see you here feeling This is Gemini energy with the Eight of Swords. It's like, again, this blockage keeps popping up here. This is a self-imposed prison. This is somebody who has uncontrollable, repetitive thoughts that make you feel like you're in captivity in your own mind. But you do have the ability to take a step out of that that area. You can see the swords are open, like the circle is open. It's just she's not allowing herself to see because she's got that blindfold on. And there's something about the Queen of Swords being in reverse here. It's like you're very critical of yourself. You could be, I don't know, like feeling a little bit like you're a little bit too hard on yourself, maybe on others. I don't know what this is. You got Taurus energy popping up here with the Hierophant. You have to really seek, like, this could be you going to somebody of a spiritual, you know, leader or a religious leader, somebody, even a teacher, maybe a therapist of some kind. This is somebody who really teaches you. They provide education, they provide wisdom, they provide kindness in their teaching. Okay, they are pretty traditional. I feel like you may be traditional as well, but there's some sort of assistance that you seem to want to ask for here. Maybe you don't feel comfortable to ask, but I see you really closing out some sort of old way of being here and really self-assessing, really making a judgment call to help yourself get out of this stagnant, self-imposed prison. Let's get one more. What's the judgment? What's the choice here? Yeah, look at that. You're holding on to these burdens, guys. This is talking about, like, first of all, this person is the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is somebody who holds burdens, responsibilities, blockages. There's all this frustration. There's nowhere to lay those wands down because they're so tired. They can't even see where they're going. And it's a closing out of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle, a difficult, overwhelming period. In reverse, it could talk about refusing to let those burdens go. It could talk about you knowing you need to make a judgment call, knowing that things are ending. But the judgment call is you needing to understand that when this period closes out, when this new chapter begins, you have to let it all go. Okay, let it all go. Otherwise, you're going to stay in this mentality of feeling trapped. Look at that Ace of Swords again. This is the clarity. This is the new beginning, a new way of thinking. The crown chakra is pierced up here. It's like this enlightenment that hits you, some sort of breakthrough that frees you from that self-imposed prison, those doubts, those fears, those uncontrollable thoughts that lead to just fruitless overthinking and captivity in your mind. So again, leaving you stuck, not able to take a risk. Let's see, what's the Eight of Swords? Yeah, look at that. The Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Two of Swords is talking about some sort of bad choice being made here. So it's really telling me if you do not release those burdens, you're going to end up not being able to see clearly. Look at both of these cards. They both have their eyes covered. They both are covering their heart chakras. They're both, they're trapped. And these are all thoughts. These are all the way our mind works. Okay, we've got Libra and Gemini energy here. The swords are our thoughts, our communication, communication with others, communication with ourselves. It's the way we think. It's the way we see the truth of things or ignore the truth of a situation. The fact that the Two of Swords being a stalemate, being a decision, being at a crossroads in your life is in reverse. It's telling you here, if you allow this disempowered energy to take over, it's a bad decision. It's something that's going to take you down a wrong path. Okay, the action will be slowed. There's something here that will cause you not to be able to see the truth about a situation, not allow you to have your head above those clouds and make decisions from a clearer thought, a clear train of thinking. You can still correct this, okay? The tarot cards are just energy that we're reading today. Look at that sun again, that enlightenment that we were talking about earlier, this freeing yourself with the sun so you can feel like that child naked on a horse, feeling free. you have free will. You can change the outcome of cards. Cards are just reading energy. What's the Queen of Swords in reverse for Taurus? Six of Cups. Allow yourself to heal, okay? This is talking about pleasure after hardship. This is you thinking about the past. Something about the past is really bugging you guys here. Okay, I feel like you need to reach out to others with love and compassion. You need to reach out. This is Scorpio energy. If you're feeling like you need to heal something from your past, you need to reach out to whoever it is that maybe you need to say some sort of piece that you need to say in order to close out this cycle, in order to free yourself from something from the past. It's leaving you in this energy of not being able to move forward. Something from the past. Someone you could have made plans with in the past. Somebody who maybe didn't show up for you. There's that sun again. You could have a child with this person, or it could just be childhood things that you went through. What's the Six of Cups for Taurus with the Queen of Swords in reverse? Yeah. You're really focusing on your own material world here. There's something, it could even be with a mother, some sort of energy from the past, maybe a mother, maybe somebody that used to take care of you in some way, used to provide for you. I don't know. There's something here about the Queen of Pentacles. Focus on your home, family, and success. I feel like you need to speak the truth to somebody from your past, or it could even be telling me here to be honest with yourself about the past, okay? Face the hard, cold truth about something here. Release it so that you can heal from it, so that you can build up your stability, so that you can feel comfortable in your own home, in your own success, and to be able to protect all that is important to you. That could be another message I'm getting here. There's something to do with the past that you need to heal. Okay, so you can build up that stability, so you can feel grounded in your life. And that's your energy there with that Queen of Pentacles. The outside energy is the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands. There's all this potential for victory, success, coming out on top. Okay, but you're very defensive here. You're trying to really protect whatever this is. So although you've gone through war, you've gone through hell, you've gone through a lot of challenges, you do have the strength and the energy to fight it off, to set yourself free, to face up to those challenges that you're facing, okay? So don't be afraid to take a risk. I feel like something that you took a risk on in the past maybe burned you, so you could be feeling blocked off. Look at that, the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is a transformation that you need to go through, okay? Growth always means leaving something behind. That's what the card says. So there's this major ending of a cycle that you need to close out. This is a necessary change in order to propel you to this transformation, like we saw with the Wheel of Fortune, like we see with the World card. Okay, don't be closed off to this major transformation. Don't be closed off to facing something that hurt you in the past, facing the truth about a situation and healing, trying your best to heal from it. Look at that. The Ten of Cups is on the other end of this Death card. You could have to close out something from a past family, a marriage, a home. Something ended here in regards to your Ten of Cups. There was a very painful goodbye or a painful ending, something that you had to walk away from with love. What's the Six of Wands here? Somebody enters your life here, though, okay? Could be a child that comes in to offer you support. I don't know who this is here. It's somebody that comes in with respect, with love, with harmony. They really try to connect with you here to get you pushed into the right direction. So it could be a child, could be a sibling, it could be a love interest. It just really could be anybody that has a very youthful energy that comes in to try and give you a supportive, loving gesture, loving hand to tell you to get on that chariot, get up and go, pushing you in the right direction. Sometimes we do need to hear those kinds of supportive, encouraging words. What's the Six of Wands? So you've been through battle, you've been through hell. Yeah, trust your intuition. This Six of Wands is something that there's this success, there's this victory that you know deep down you can achieve. You need to really trust your own counsel before you go looking too far into other people's opinions. Like, I do know you may need support here, but it doesn't mean you need the support by getting people's opinions. You could be needing support in other areas, right? So this is just telling you with this Pisces Cancer energy and the moon energy, really trust your intuition, trust your wisdom, all the things that you experienced as the Hermit. There's this inner knowing, this inner awareness that you already have. You need to tap into that. Okay, you intuitively know that you are going to have this successful outcome. You just need to trust in your own decisions, trust in your own spirit. Okay, don't worry about having that fear to take a risk, because your intuition is going to tell you what's right. Okay, and try not to close yourself off to others if they're trying to assist you in some way. I feel like you need to open up a little bit here to your intuition. Trust your intuition with energies that are approaching you, people that are approaching you. But like the card says, there may be challenges ahead. You can face them. Don't let that paralyze you in fear from what's happened in the past. Yeah. Okay, look back on what you have achieved in the past and set those new goals. Allow yourself to invest and to wait and see the beautiful fruits of your labor come to life. Okay, 77 could be significant for someone. July 7th could be significant. 14 or 5. Yeah, I feel like you really need to trust in the ability that you have, and that's your energy, Taurus, with the 7 of Pentacles. You really do have a lot of beautiful plans that you're going to make progress on, and I feel like it's a necessity. It's a necessity for you to trust your intuition, take that leap of faith, know that whatever difficulty you went through is going to lead you to being you're protected. You're protected by spirit regardless. So you don't have to fight people off too much. Look at that. As I say that, the angel shows up. Temperance, Sagittarius energy here. This angel is here protecting you, helping you balance out your emotions, balance out your life, to create a calm atmosphere for you to be able to trust your own intuition. When we have a chaotic energy surrounding us, it's hard to hear our inner voice. Temperance is here telling you to create a calm atmosphere. Okay, have a tranquility. Allow yourself to harness that energy to seek the balance. Okay, we've got energy change, options, movement, and conflict. So that balance is going to help you feel grounded. You can see she's got 1 foot on ground, 1 foot in her emotions, in the water. And those cups, she's doing a beautiful juggling act of making sure they don't spill. Okay, so I feel like you really need to trust that you are protected by a higher source, a higher power. Allow yourself to make new plans. Allow yourself to go down this new journey. Take the action. Get that courage back. Get that excitement back. You are a free spirit. You're somebody who had a lot of free spirit energy to you. You were enthusiastic. Something left you in the past, you know, doubting your own. Yeah, look at that. As I say that with the 7 of Cups, confusion, doubts. Something left you doubting your own intuition, doubting your own confidence, doubting your own choices. So I feel like you really need to temper those. Look at that, Magician. Temper those negative thoughts. Temper your anxiety, whatever it is that you need assistance with from community or friends or family. Don't be afraid to ask, and allow yourself to heal so that you can start this journey again. Card number 1 with the Magician, Gemini energy. So you really need to allow yourself, free yourself, so you can build up that self-confidence again, to create, to rebuild. You're feeling very connected to spirit here. Once the clarity is entering in, you're able to build again. Let's go ahead and get you some advice here. Taurus, I hope you made it this far to the end of the reading. If you did like this reading and if it helped you in some way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. Let's see, what do you need to know for advice for Taurus? Okay. We have You Got the Love, Hadarian energy. codependency and boundaries. I can see 3 people in this card here. There's this heavy energy of 3s. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups there, and again, the 2s being a choice. I feel like there's something about needing to put boundaries on codependency. Okay, you've got the love within yourself. You've got the knowledge within yourself. There's something that you really need to trust about yourself. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Yeah, this is right here. Trust yourself, but also don't be afraid to call in the support, to put up boundaries with people who drain you. Okay, I feel like the boundaries card is probably something that you need to recognize, that maybe you're somebody that people often look to for support. You need to be able to call in for support when you need it. There's something there about putting up boundaries. Again, also boundaries could be self-limiting beliefs, like how you view yourself, right? We've got called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yeah, this is you in that 8 of Pentacles. Okay, really stepping up to the plate, putting in the hard work to reinvest in yourself. Okay, this is Virgo energy. You're feeling called by spirit here. Okay, this is the Judgment card. You're hearing the call. The angel is literally waking you up to this energy. Okay, the world is changing, and you've got big picture thinking. Pleiades energy. I've always pronounced that wrong. Visionary, inspired ideas. So allow yourself to dream again, to make those manifestations a reality. Okay, guys? So, oh, look at that under, sorry, I could keep going. Look at that. Ace of Cups right under it. You develop this new self-love for yourself, guys. I hope that helped you in some way, Taurus, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.